Hello friends, warm greetings from Tnvakademi. The topic of today's discussion is product testing in software development. So let's begin our discussion. Product testing is a method of analyzing a product concept, feature or functionality or determine how potential customers may use or react to the product. It's a common part of software development, though many companies use this type of testing to create and market products effectively to consumers. The testing process typically begins with a question to be answered, such as whether users may use a new feature on mobile application. The product team then develops a hypothesis and tests their theory by using one or several testing methods. Depending on the methodology of the product team, this testing may occur in various stages throughout the development process. Typically, product testing occurs within these methodologies. Waterfall. Teams using a waterfall methodology often conduct product testing during the initial stages of a project to evaluate the product concept and market potential. Then they complete other types of product testing once they have finished building the product. Agile. This methodology encourages teams to conduct continuous product testing throughout all phases of development. Teams may use product testing to evaluate new ideas, test features for functionality, and continually review the product even after its release. Product testing can help various members of the development team, including project managers, developers, testers, and managers, measure the success of a product. Teams can use this type of testing to determine whether a product functions as expected or whether customers may find value in a product feature. Specifically, product testing can help teams gain insights. This type of testing can help teams gain valuable insights about customers' needs and preferences, which can provide direction during the development processes. Improve products. By gathering and reviewing feedback during development, teams can use this input to improve products to meet customers' expectations and requirements. Save time. Product testing can help teams save time during development by identifying potential problems or risks early in the development process before launching the product to consumers. Achieve business goals. Teams can use product testing to help them understand the priorities of the product so they can achieve key business goals such as attracting more customers or increasing revenue. So let us now have a look at the various types of product testing used. While product testing can vary widely based on the project, there are several types of testing that share similarity across various industries. Here are 6 common types of product testing with examples to help you understand each one. The first one is concept testing. During concept testing, product teams explore the feasibility of a product idea or concept and evaluate how it may perform in the marketplace. Depending on the type of product being built, concept testing often involves presentations, customers, surveys, or wireframes, which are frameworks or digital products such as website. Concept testing can help teams determine whether to progress to the next stage of development by evaluating customers' responses to the idea. It can also provide clarity of the features or functionality customers want from product. And examples of concept testing. A good manufacturing company wants to launch a new brand of sugar-free cereal. The product development team decides to survey existing customers to determine the potential profitability of the product. The team sends an email to 500 customers asking them questions about their preferred brand of cereal and their interest in sugar-free option. Most customers express interest in the concept, so the product team begins to plan the development of the new cereal. The second one is QA testing. Quality assurance testing often occurs in a staged environment where teams can test the features or functionality of a product before releasing it publicly. Typically, testing teams evaluate the product using different scenarios to imitate a customer's experience. They may also use a QA testing to test product updates or new features before releasing the changes publicly. This type of product testing ensures the product works as expected and helps team identify problems before launching the product. For example, a restaurant chain wants to add a new map feature to its mobile app, allowing customers to use their location to find a restaurant near them. The software development team creates the feature and sends it to the QA team for testing. The QA team tests the map feature on 3 different operating systems and then performs additional testing on various versions of each system. After testing, the QA team determines the feature works as expected and the company releases the new feature as a part of its next update. The third one is A/B testing. With this type of product testing, teams create 2 versions of product feature or component and task customers which version they prefer. The differences in the versions may be slight, such as 2 different color schemes for a website, or they may be considerable, such as 2 different product names. Often teams use A and B testing to make design choices based on customers' preferences. It can also help teams learn to more about customers' needs and preferences so they can create products to meet those expectations. For example, a retail company decides to redesign its website to make it easier for customers to make purchases online. The development team creates 2 versions of a Shop Now button for the website. The first button has a red background while the second button has a black background. After receiving both versions of the button, the product team conducts A and B testing and finds more website visitors click on the button with a black background. The company decides to use that button on its redesigned website. The fourth one is market testing. Market testing involves introducing a product to some customers to assess the market. The product team may release the product to customers in different geographic areas, or they may choose specific demographics, such as customers between the ages of 18 and 35 to receive the product. This type of product testing can help teams measure the potential success of a product in the market. They often use market testing to forecast product sales, plan advertising campaigns, and determine effective distribution strategies. For example, a retail clothing store plans to expand its products with a new line of athletic wear. The product team decides to use market testing to estimate sales revenue from the new line. The team chooses a small group of loyal customers to try the products and offer their opinions. After receiving feedback from the group of customers, the product team analyzes the data to develop revenue projections for the new products. The fifth one is user testing. User testing occurs after the development team has built the product and released it publicly. Teams perform user testing by observing how customers interact with the product. They gather data and information based on customer experiences with the product to determine whether to make changes in future iterations. It's commonly used in software development to determine whether any updates are necessary to better meet user needs or improve the user's experiences. For example, a software development company releases an update on a mobile photo app that allows users to share their photos through a direct message. After 2 weeks, the product team reviews users' data and finds users aren't using the new feature as much as expected. The product team assembles a focus group to conduct users testing. By observing the focus group, the team learns the customers have difficult time locating the sharing feature. The product team shares the data with developers who redesign the features to make it easier for users to access. The sixth one is regression testing. Teams use this type of product testing after customers have begun using the product. During regression testing, teams test the current features of a product to help them determine the features they want to add or update. While some existing feature may remain the same, regression testing helps determine if the new feature may impact the current product's functionality or usability. Teams can perform regression testing to ensure the product continues to work as expected after the update. For example, A development operations team's plans release an update to a mobile food delivery app so users can communicate directly with the restaurant preparing their food. The developers write code for this new feature and want to ensure it functions correctly. They perform regression testing on a past product release to determine how the app performs with the new function enabled. Finding no errors, the development operations team decides to release the update to the public. Let us now help you with some tips for product testing. Here are some tips to help your team conduct product testing during the development process. Use different methods. It's helpful to use different product testing methods to provide clear direction throughout all phases of development. For example, your team may use concept testing to determine the viability of product idea, A and B testing to assess its design, and QA testing to ensure the product functions as expected. Refrain from making assumptions. Though it's helpful to develop a hypothesis before product testing, refrain from making assumptions about how customers may use or react to a product. This mindset allows you to evaluate data objectivity so you can make decisions in the best interest of customers. Test successful products. While it's important to conduct product testing to identify potential problems or risks, it's also helpful to test successful products so you can learn what's already working well. Collect this data through product testing and use that information when developing future products for continued success. This is all we will be discussing today. If you have any queries or questions on today's topic, then please share them in the comment section of the video and we'll be really happy answering them. Till we meet next, is best wishes from Tnvakademi. Thank you.